today instead of using the boat. We're going to do a little bank fishing and see how we go, see how it goes. But let's head down here to the water and walk up to the lake, and we'll see if we can't catch some fish. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Good cold morning, so we'll see how everything goes, and hopefully it's gonna be a good day. Let me set the phone up here. I see it is. We'll catch something or we won't. Let's go ahead and flip the phone around. Walk down here to the water. Hopefully without falling. Seems like we made a few friends this morning. Right. Felt too lazy to bring the boat this morning, so I figured I'd walk down to the water. Looks like I made a friend or two. I don't know where you came from. What we done, dog? All right. Now, if we can get down here to the water without falling or either stepping on a snake that has come out here on the rocks to get warm because it's so cold this morning. You know, every time I come down here, this little dog comes up. What you doing, dog? Huh? You obviously belong to somebody because you got a collar on. All right, just don't scare the fish off. We're about to come up with a name for you. You're down here every single time I'm here. But you'll keep me company, right? All right. Just try not to fall down. All right, we're at the water. You still here, little dude? Don't fall on the rocks. All right. Now let's see if we can't get a fish or two bite this morning. Yet again, going with the Mondo worm. 1/8 ounce weight. Can't wait to see how they bite out here on this rock pile. I know they was biting slow out of the boat yesterday. So, anyway, we'll see how they bite on this nice, I think it's 52 degrees if I'm not mistaken this morning. Hopefully get a fish or two or three to bite. Water's still fairly warm, as you can tell by all the fog rising off of it. Boy, the air temperature is not. All right. I came over yesterday, and I think I only caught 2. I was on the boat then. Let's get up here, up in here by these trees. You still with me, dog? Yep, he's over. He or she, I'm not sure if it's male or female. I'll call him George, I guess. We may do good, we may not catch a thing. Everybody make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you will, because subscribing's free and it's the cool thing to do. I got work this weekend, so I won't be able to throw any more videos on until Monday. That's provided, you know, with the way the weather's going, provided it doesn't snow or something between now and then. You think there'd about have to be something underneath those bushes. I still hear you over there, puppy dog. Like I said, just a Mondo worm. It's a green-purple color with, I think it has green and gold flake in it. Using an 1/8 ounce bullet weight. Just got it set up Texas rig. And you can see these rocks, the way these rocks are, it goes down into the water the same way. Figured we'd try our luck on these rocks because the grass is about overtaking the other side of the lake to the point you can't hardly fish it. I'm not exactly sure the water temp. I know the barometric pressure is kind of high. I wish it would drop some. I'm sure it's part of what's killing the bite. Let's try to cast over next to this shade. You still over, puppy dog? I see you. All right. If we get that camera to stay still, we'll be doing all right. I'm assuming they're going to be hitting slow, so I'm just going to cast out there and kind of bump it off the bottom. Slowly but surely. Give it plenty of time to sit. Do it just like you would a Ned rig. I'll throw a few more casts here and we'll work our way on around this little catwalk here. Normally you tend to catch more fish over here than you do here, but I figured since we was here early, we'd give it a go. But yeah, like I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's free, and that's what the cool kids are doing. Yeah, that's what I figured. Didn't feel like fish, it felt like grass. But anyway, you'll see our rig right here, just simple as it gets. Let's get over next to that pump, see if there ain't some fish over there. It's getting dark over there. It's actually kind of funny, these little dogs. There's another one here somewhere. Every time you come down here, they just come running up out of the woods. And then they'll hang out with you the entire time you're here fishing. This little cold front we got, it's kind of put a hurting on the bite, but honestly, I figured it would help where it's been so hot, but it's not been thus far. All right, we are going to work our way on around because haven't got a bite or anything right here. Like I said, we typically do better over here on the other side anyway. Now if we get this rock pile without wiping out. That's the beauty of going live. When I fall on this stuff, I can't edit it out. Good morning, doggy. You still here? I don't know who you belong to. Come on, you can go fishing with me, dog. Beautiful morning, though. I mean, fog rising off the water and what have you. All right. Let's work our way on over here just a little. Like I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you will. I'm far from being king of YouTube. I just do this to have something to do. Johnny Martin. Yeah, good morning. All is well. No, I do not know Russian. Oh. At least wearing the chest mount for the camera, I can actually see some of the comments. To where normally in the boat, I've got the camera on the other side and I can't see a thing y'all are saying. All right. Alrighty, let's see if we can get this fish or two to bite now. We'll give it a few seconds to sink. But like I said, if you don't mind, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Or just to subscribe anyway, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate anything. Check out our other videos. It does have a pretty dramatic drop off, I guess you would say, over here. I wouldn't think they'd be out there in really deep water, but you never know. Let's try a cast out there. It'll take us a few seconds to sink on that one. It is a beautiful morning, though. I guess any day you're above ground's a good morning. All right, looks like we finally touched bottom. We'll give her a couple bounces. Reel in her slack, let her sink. You normally do pretty good on this side with Ned rigs. Or I did in the spring anyway. But like I said yesterday, I think I fished 2.5 or 3 hours. Fished all around the other half of the lake and only caught 2 fish. I mean, I was fishing hard too. I just honestly didn't feel like bringing the boat this morning. I was running behind anyway. Oh, I don't know where my little dog buddy went. Oh yeah, where he is. Let's try to back over towards it. Right over in there. I'd imagine the color would be spot on because this water's pretty stained. It's just a matter of getting them to bite for me. You don't go home, do you, little guy? Huh? You're a pretty little dog. Guess he's like a schnauzer or something. You gonna fall, dog? Go here a little closer to the bank. Just a matter of finding what they're hitting on. I was kind of worried coming over here because, like I said, even in the boat, like I said, I fished hard yesterday and caught 2 fish. I will say before this cold front, though, I mean, you come over here and, it, 10 or 12 fish wasn't nothing. Like I said, the water's been so warm, I wouldn't imagine that this cold front's really done much damage to the water temperature, I wouldn't think. Nope, not fishing on the boat today. Got lazy. Start trying to slow retrieve and see if they won't pick up on that. Little dog's so funny. I don't know who he belongs to, but he is something else. I don't know what he's into over there. He's right there. What you doing, puppy? You gonna fall in the water. And when you go home, you'll be soaking wet. Speed up the retrieval, I guess. Well, I guess it's about time for the whole fall turnover, as they call it. Fish won't be where they have been, yada yada. But I mean, the fish will still bite. They're just going to be more spread out because there's more oxygen throughout the whole lake instead of just, certain water depths. So there's still fish here to catch. You just got to try a little harder. Really should have brought the boat. But if you don't mind, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, or just do one or the other. Throw us a comment. We'll read them. Hello to Dorothy Brenton. Tons of fun said hi. Hello, all of you. Sorry, I'm trying. Can't really see. Sorry, I really can't see. It says, yeah, okay. Hard to see your phone when sunglasses are on, sun's dead in your face. I guess we'll just stay persistent. Back out to the deeper water. It's cold. It's chilly enough out here to make your nose run. Sorry, the camera work sucks. I honestly can't even see the backside. I'm using my phone. I can't even see it. I can see just enough to tell that you can see the water and on your screen or whatever. But that's about all I can see. I wouldn't think I need to go smaller on my bait size, but might be something we have to do. May end up reverting to throwing an edge rig right here in a few. You back again, dog? We're going to have to give you a name, because every time I come over here fishing, you're here. How about we call you George? What we found, I hear you over there snorting. What are you looking for? Huh? George. Nope, it's not your name. We'll figure it out eventually. At this point, I'd just like to know where you come from. If you're still with us, appreciate you being here and watching. You need to be out here with us. All right, well, we may have to switch up that color, because they do not seem to be liking it at all. Like I said, I knew they'd be biting slow, but I figured we at least got a nibble or two by now. Let's look into our little bag of tricks here and see what we got. Tell you what I'm thinking. I think we may end up throwing us a trench hog. Honestly, it'd probably be better fishing in these rocks anyways. Trench hogs work really good. Don't have the color I'd like. This is looks to me like a green pumpkin and blue. Get this cast in. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw that trench hog on. Oop. Let's pop off our Mondo worm, which they've liked every day up till now. But you know, fish are moody. Ain't we all to an extent? Yeah, this fog, it actually feels pretty warm, that fog blowing in off the water. Let's just put you down in there. Do I already have one outside the bag? I believe I do. Yes, I do. You're gonna fall in over, dog. And if you're somebody's house dog, they ain't gonna let you in after you fall in. You go home all soaking wet. They'll make you sleep on the porch. Hmm? There we go. Zip her up. Welcome back, little guy. One funny little dog. All right. Now we'll just take our trench hog, make sure you get all the appendages torn loose. All right. I do wish I had something with more of a purple in it though, because purple tends to always do good here. Run him up on our hook a little bit right there. Just like so. Scan hook him just a little bit, and then we're ready to fish. Where'd you go, little dog? Oh, there you are. All right, let's see. Let's try over here by this catwalk stuff again. You don't cast quite as far as that modworm did, but we'll work with it. But you are going to give us a lot more movement and vibration, noise, yada yada, than what that mondo worm did. So, yeah, everybody, I'm talking to a soft plastic bait. My little buddy done ran off again. Oh, he's over drinking, getting him a drink. Well, you shouldn't run out of water, little guy. You got a whole lake here. And we snagged. We got us a tree pounder, y'all. Dadgummit. This is for my vegan friends. Just a bad joke. Sorry about that. Wasn't even the hook. It's actually the sinker that snagged it. All right. Well, I would imagine this trench hog will do better for how we're fishing. I'm not exactly thrilled about the color of it, but we'll just keep it bouncing them off the bottom and maybe something will bite. Watch, this will be the one time this year I go and don't catch a fish, I bet. It ain't for lack of effort. I noticed at the boat ramp yesterday, the bears got in there and destroyed the garbage can. That's one thing about it, there is a lot of bears in this area for some reason. Black bear, not grizzly. We're in Kentucky, so. I have to run them out of my yard all the time. All right, looks like we have touched bottom. Water's actually a whole lot deeper than what I thought it was out there. If you're still with us, thanks for watching. No topwater fishing day. I ought to be, but I'm not. I tried yesterday with whopper plopper for a while and could not get a bite one. Sorry, everybody, as I turn the right way and can actually see my phone, I'll try to reply to your comments. These sunglasses I'm wearing, and the sun's right in my eyes. It's coming right at us. I'm hoping, now to think about it, I hope y'all can actually see, because I mean the sun is literally right there. But it's a good time of day, though. I mean, good time of year, sorry. If I can just get the fish biting, it's kind of nice. I'm standing out here in the sun wearing a hoodie and feel just fine. See, that's the beauty of fishing doing these live videos. When it's a bad day, you can see how bad of a day it is. Oh. Well, we finally got our first bite. I'm over here daydreaming and missed it. I bet he won't hit that again. Yeah, he didn't even follow it in no more after that. Yeah, dadgummit. All right, back over here. We may walk over there in a few minutes and try over in this shaded area. Be a little chillier over there, but you know, as we said before, fish don't have eyelids, so you know, they like the shade pretty good. They don't have sunglasses like we do, and eyelids like we do, so they tend to stay in the shade more often. Thing to remember, when you're out fishing, especially in a boat, wow, you can hear traffic today. Especially out in a boat, bank fishing, it don't matter. If you're in the shade and you got cover, that's probably where the biggest bass in the area is going to be. It's going to be, you know, you say you got that over in the shade, there's a big log or something. The biggest bass in that area will probably be under that log. Because there is most certainly a pecking order when it comes to bass. Big fish rule. All right, let's try to walk on around here a little bit without falling, hopefully. Normally, this is one of the first places I can get fish to bite in early spring using edge rigs. Well, probably been better off just walk back up the hill and walk through the grass. I may live in Kentucky, but I'm not part mountain goat. Or let's say I live in Appalachia, Kentucky, but still not mountain goat. Oh yeah. All right, let's try right here. How about a crankbait? Yeah, crankbait would probably be pretty good. It's just, unfortunately, right here I got so many rocks, I can't get them to hit a thing like that. Well, yeah, I could get them to hit it. Let me rephrase that. The chances of me actually casting and not losing the bait here is slim to none. But if you see out here where they got these buoys, you go just out past that and you're good to go. Like I said, wish I'd brought the boat. That's on me for being lazy. But I had dropped the daughter off at school this morning, and that's a calamity if there ever was. A few hundred people and none of them can drive. I was going to go to a pond this morning, but that pond, there's so much grass in it, not in a good way either. And it's a very shallow pond, so I mean, that water heats up quick. And it's got the where it's not a real big pond and there's quite a few fish in it. You get the what I call the cookie cutter bass effect, where every one of them's the same size. You don't never catch anything these size to. At least when I come over here, you know, every bass I catch out of that pond, they're all like a light gray color, I guess from so much sun. They're all like a light gray color and the exact same size, as opposed to when I come here, you know, you never know what you're going to catch, what size of fish. And they're all like a really nice, beautiful dark green and blackish color. Beautiful fish, healthy fish. Everyone you normally catch here is real good, thick-bodied, healthy fish. To where all that pond, they're all slender as can be, and You know, you could catch two. Say you did catch a larger fish out of that pond. You catch a fish out of this lake the exact same length, and they'd probably be a pound difference, and that's no kidding. I'd be about willing to throw a crankbait on. I just don't think I brought one in my little bag. I think it's all in my big tackle bag up in the truck. Oh, I thought I heard something in the woods. It's our little fishing buddy over there. You know what? Let me go ahead and take a look at my little tackle bag here. And if I do have a crankbait, I will throw it on. I ain't got a whole lot of hope, though. Because I don't recall throwing one in here. Do have a chatterbait though. I have a chatterbait and I have Ned rigs. I just don't really like the color of that chatterbait. Well, I really didn't bring much of junk. Boy, if that wasn't chartreuse and this water's so dark, I'd throw it on too quick to talk about it, I believe. Oh, guess what I just found? Little bitty crankbait. No better time to try it than right now. He was underneath a bunch of worms. Wouldn't mind throwing that spinnerbait. I'd be willing to bet money that spinnerbait would catch something. Let's find a spot right here to stand on. Now find somewhere to put the tackle bag. Yet again, I'm not huge on the color of this little crankbait. But at this point, the bite is so slow, I'm completely down with trying it. All right. Cut you off right about there. Lay that right there so I'll lose it if I don't. I can't help but think that spinnerbait though. I just don't like the style of that spinnerbait, but I believe a spinnerbait would do all right this morning. Sorry for the crummy camera work. You know, when you're supposed to wear prescription glasses, it probably wouldn't hurt to do so. It makes tying stuff on a little bit easier. This is a Guggen, oh no, it's a little mini crankbait. It says 1 to 4 feet, so we're going to cast this, take our time on the retrieval, and see if maybe we can't get something chasing after it. Got to ease up on that spool tension. It cast way better than I thought it would. I didn't think it would have enough weight, I really didn't. Anybody still watching after this? God bless you. Well, we just got some moody fish today, I do believe. You doing, puppy dog? Let me put up stuff here. I'm afraid little doggy here might get into it. I don't want him biting on a hook or nothing. Let me throw my stuff in here really quickly. Just didn't want you getting into a hook, little dude. Right. Don't get in none of that stuff now, buddy. This is strange. I ain't had the first thing follow us in thus far. Got one hit earlier on the, I think it was on the trench hog. This is weird. Normally you have something all follow it in by now. It's almost like the fish have changed locations on me. I'm sure they've changed depth that they're in. Back again, Doug. It's almost 9 o'clock, so we've been at it roughly an hour with no fish yet. That's really strange. Just seen a small little brim swim by, so signs of life. I'm debating on throwing on a spinnerbait. I know I ain't had nothing really chasing me in. Sorry, for some reason I get this daggum thing will not stay tight. This phone, I do not get it. To the point I can't tie. You go on. I like you know, but not that much. Alright, we're going to throw on spinnerbait. I'm going to go ahead and leave that on there. As long as you don't start trying to eat my baits, we'll be alright. Because I don't want to catch no dog. throw the spinnerbait on, and I'll leave it on for the remainder of the time we're here, because I'm only got about another hour of time that I can fish. You're the biggest supporter of the channel, doggy. Let's throw this back in here, just like so. Zip it up so I don't lose all my stuff. Although with as slow as it's going, I don't think there's anything in there. It'd be a huge loss. Cut off all the oat stuff. Really should wear my prescription glasses. Yes, I should have. What are you doing, puppy dog? Huh? If I'm not mistaken, this was a lunker hut. Yeah, it's a lunker hut spinnerbait. It's pretty frayed. Yeah, hopefully we'll be all right. All right, I'll go ahead and throw my stuff back in the good old mystery tackle box pond prowler, which we did a review video on it. And like I said, it's still pretty cool. Only trouble I've really had is I've had the one of the zippers broke on it. That's been about it. I mean, of course, you know, whatever, things happen. I probably had the bag overstuffed, to be honest with you, so can't really say anything bad about it. It's probably all on me. I'd assume they're chasing bait fish, hopefully with a spinner. Got a cast a mile though. I will give it that. Let's get over here somewhere. There we go. Just gonna slow roll this thing. I will say though, I can already tell it ain't putting off much vibration. Seems to be a pretty good color though. Oh, look at me, about to knock the camera off. Overlook my lack of professionalism. Well, I think I may have got hit. Just let me double check to make sure there ain't no grass on it. Nope, that would have been a strike. So I don't think there's anything in that little area right there that I would have snagged on. So we've had 2 strikes thus far. It is definitely a strike. Had it been anything, if it had been any grass or sticks or anything, I would have hooked it again, I would imagine. The thing's got really good movement. Well, since we've tried a new bait, we'll probably go back around this catwalk right here. Try it on the other side now.